friends, hi, how are we doing? I hope we're doing well. Sorry about last week. I don't know what happened. I was really busy, and I'm usually so on top of what I'm doing. Like, I even make a video telling you I won't have a video this week, and then I got to work on Thursday, and Tim, my coworker, if you ever see him in my comment section, he's the nicest person ever. He goes, no video this week? And I go, I knew I forgot something. I knew I forgot something. Something fell off, and I even had a thought, like a subconscious thought saying, no video this week, and I was thinking, what? I don't know. Anyways, so we're back with another video. It's Tuesday. Happy Memorial Day. I hope you guys were all safe, had a good day. Thank you to those who have fought for our country. Painting wise, we are going to do something fun. So I really loved this girl right here. So pretty. So I think I'm gonna do something like that again. We shall see how that works out. Part of me, this is what happened. So when I did this one, I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, going with the flow, just playing around, and then I love it, right? So then the mittens now is like, I want to recreate that to be exactly like that. But it's like, no, you want to have fun and paint and be loose. And that's what the plan is. So we're going to do that. So I already drew. It took me about 30 minutes to draw this out because I had to do it multiple times. We had to first find the right reference. Here's a take one. This was me being lazy, not getting my sketchbook out of my room. Take two. Went got my sketchbook out of the room. Take three. Now take four. Also, folks, we have this page, this page, this page, and then whatever this cardboard stock paper is. And then that's it for this. The lobster is complete, almost. And then same with this bad boy. Look at this bad boy. So we have this page, and then two more. Technically, some of them are not finished. That was the quickest sketchbook flip through tour. Do you want to see it again? That was it. That's the only video we're doing. Just kidding. Okay. Imagine if that was my sketchbook flip through tour. Not good. Okay, anyways, let's paint. I'm excited. Okay. More coffee. Let's all drink a sip of cloth. Went a little too crazy there. Okay, bye. Friends, hi. Oh my goodness, we're back. The urge to go, my name's PewDiePie is unbelievable. It's just, okay. Anyways, how are we? I hope we're doing well. So, funny thing, I wrote stuff down to talk about, like the OG days when I'd come on here and I'd know what I was doing a little bit and I'd write everything down, and then I stopped doing that, and now I did it. Yay, mittens. Okay, so to be honest, I was listening to Kelsey Rodriguez. She's thebomb.com. Go follow her. She's amazing. She's an amazing artist. She is so helpful on growing as an artist, and the advice and wisdom she has is just like chef's kiss. So I actually messaged her on Instagram, and not thinking, I was like, she's probably so busy. Like, she messaged me back, and she was so kind and sweet. And so I'm like, she's the bomb. So I was listening to one of her videos, and here's a key. It made me think. Okay, so it made me think a lot. One of the key things we'll end with that. But anyways, so part of my thought process was that I need to maybe niche down, possibly. So, I think, to figure out what makes me an artist and kind of, so I paint with a lot of greens, and I paint kind of oceany, a little abstract, kind of whimsical, like animals and stuff. And then sometimes I'll do abstract and whatnot. but deep down I'm more like whimsical, kind of botanical, that kind of like what I'm painting right now. So, that would mean, maybe making more originals, because a lot of the paints I use have metallic shimmer in it, and there's a lot to it also, and like how my YouTube channel is, and what I want people to take away from that. And what I want as a brand is to be able to sell my art to people, who, enjoy it, of course, but also I want my YouTube channel to be almost like a diary in a sense, and a community. So it's documenting my, journey through all the styles, and as an artist, it's documenting a lot of my life, and I do some vlog stuff, but what I want for people to take away from that is to know that, I don't know, I'm just myself, with you guys, and that's what I want my brand to be, is to be, as authentic and personable as possible, and then to, be able to sell my art to people who love it and enjoy it. And then eventually, I would like to branch out and do, like parties and stuff. So like, let's say, people do like paint and sip nights kind of thing. So I'd come over and we'd paint, and, you'd do your thing, and you'd walk away with a cool painting, and we'd have hung out, and I taught you how to paint a little bit, that kind of situation. And then to be able to do, in the long run too, I appreciate doing commission work. I do, like I'm doing one for my boss right now, and it's taught me like a lot, and I'm so appreciative of her letting me do such a big project. It's a tall piece. Where was I going with that? Oh, but I would like to, be able to be good enough to as well have a shop and do big pieces and sell prints that I made that I like, and hope people would buy stuff that I like. You know what I'm saying? And I know maybe part of it that's, kind of a dream, because a lot of people, there's trends and stuff like that, that art and also getting into like the fine art world, like I think that's a dream too, like deep down, is to be like in a museum. I know that that's a very big dream, but I would hope maybe someday that could happen, but that's really dreaming big, But yeah, so going into my next point is I get very overwhelmed, especially with everything that I think, and this is something my therapist says too, is instead of saying I should be doing, I could be doing this instead, because I say I should be doing this, I should be doing that, and I think I've gotten better. Like today, I painted a new acrylic piece to sell at the store, and then and then a mini watercolor like abalone moon to sell in like these cute little frames. Oh my god, if you check out not my last short but the short before it, you can see them. They're so cute. Oh my god, like I kind of really want one for my own. I can make myself a painting anytime, but yeah, so and like being overwhelmed also is the digital aspect. So I keep meaning to say this, I have no idea where my Apple Pencil is, and I'm a little bummed for two reasons. Because first of all, it was in a case my grandma made me a leather like she does leather work, and it's the cutest little Apple Pencil case, and it's in that. So I'm like, I lost that and the Apple Pencil itself, and we all know how expensive they are. So, and I just paid for a new one maybe like couple months ago, so I'm a little annoyed, and I take pride in knowing I don't lose my things. Like, I'm so good about putting things back directly where they need to go, because I know myself. If I put it down anywhere else, it will be lost. Anyways, I need to get back on track. So, I have to believe. Okay. Oh, wait. So like the digital portion, I'm so overwhelmed. I thought I knew, so I thought I had a breakthrough the other day when I went to this print place, and I was like, yo, when I I take the picture of my print, it looks amazing, then I put it on Procreate and becomes blurry, and I airdrop it, and he goes, okay, that's your issue, the airdrop. So I went, okay, I have to email it to myself, did that, saved it from my email, put it on Procreate, it's still blurry. So like, I'm also getting frustrated because I have tried so many things on my own, and I've looked up on YouTube, and I feel like I know I should know by now what's wrong, but I don't. So that's why I don't have prints or anything up yet in my shop. And like I have my website and everything, is all done, but no prints. So maybe, part of what I was thinking too is just making a couple of originals and selling those. So I might do that, you guys. So I'll let you know if I do that, but it would be a very small quantity. So they'd go, I'd hope they'd all sell, but just know that's coming in the future, I think. So yeah. But in the end, I have to think that, everything will happen in its right time. So I've been, there's things that I've been changing in myself, in my personal life, and I think I've been a much healthier, happier person, and it's all slowly but surely happening, and there's some days where I'm like, you're not making any progress, you're super stagnant. Like this morning I was kind of feeling a little down, but then I just sat down and started painting, and I was listening to my videos and my audiobook, and I started feeling better. And then I worked on an acrylic piece that I'd kind of been putting off, and I finally did it. And now I feel very accomplished, and it feels good. So, so I think I am, slowly but surely I'm making my way, and I'm doing good. I got my stuff up in a cafe for the first time, which was really, very, what's the word? Well, it's experience. I learned from it, and it was good experience. I have that under my belt now. I can, I guess it's in a portfolio in my mind. And then, I have stuff in a store that I'm working at, and I'm selling a lot of stickers, and I'm starting to reach out to other companies, and that's another thing too, is I'm feeling a little, I have to remember not to forget the time. It's a little discouraging because I've called so many places, to get my stickers in and art, and they haven't called me back, or they said, we have too many, which I understand, so, I just need to try harder, and I'm not going to give up or anything on that. But, yeah. And then another thing too, is I feel like I've been thinking, this is another part of those days where I don't feel, like I'm doing the best, is like, I get that thought of like, why is my art special? Like, there's so many people in this world that have such amazing, beautiful art, but then, I have to realize too that like beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So just because I don't think, my art is worthy of, being put up in someone's house, or, put up in a store or whatever, having its own section or whatever it may be, people, the right person has to see it. And then, like I had 2 paintings up in the cave store for, I think maybe a year now, year and a half. Some of them just finally bought one. Thank you, sir, to whoever, I forget your name. We met and I think we hugged, but thank you so much. I'm so happy you have it. But finally, someone did see it and they liked it. So, that comes down to everything will happen in its right time. And the people who enjoy my art, who find me, it's happening all at the right time in their life and my life. And so, but, and then also I wanted to talk about like niching down and getting into, writing and illustrating, my own books as well. And sorry, my fiance just came in any second. Yeah, so, oh, do you hear my cat? Trophy. She says hi. So, illustrating and maybe even writing my own children's book would be so cool, and I think maybe that's what makes my art special is I think it's very I don't want to say childlike, but I think it's special in its own way. I think it would be cute in children's books, and I think it's bright and colorful and just whimsical and happy. So, that's another dream. But yeah, so also I think I should talk about feeling the need to post on social media more and how I've been lacking. And some weeks I'm super into wanting to post and I have all these ideas, like I had one the other night, and then dude, I that was crazy actually. I just have to say, I posted my short and like 30 minutes later it just like kind of blew up and I was like, what? So thank you guys for watching. It was the painting that you're about to watch. So anyways, so yeah, but I don't feel motivated sometimes to make them, and then I feel like, oh, the algorithm hates me because you need to be consistent, and posting once a week isn't enough. And I haven't even posted every week. I think this year I kind of hit a slump with YouTube. I feel as though I don't know, with YouTube, I feel like I'm not doing it as well. Like I when I first started, I put all this effort in. I'd find all these cute gifs. I would take a lot more time, and I feel like now I'm getting a little lazy with it, and I think I need to get back with, putting more effort in and like writing a little bit, like it out a little bit more again, because when I did that it made it so much easier. And it's not that it's not easy, like I kind of have this formula now, and I'm sure you guys know that. And please comment down below if that's like annoying to you, because the whole reason I made this YouTube channel was not to like talk in the beginning. Like, I mean, I talk a lot in the beginning, but like but to show like the whole painting process. And I know I speed some parts up, but I only speed up the parts that I think are a little I don't know, you don't need to see it like slowed down. Like it can be sped up, like the part like in the beginning when I'm just like putting random dots everywhere. Like that's like in between me putting random dots is a lot more time than you would think, so it needs to be sped up. So yeah, but tell me if like, I don't know. I personally, like, I don't do like all the aesthetic shots and stuff, because I don't know, I just want to see the painting. So that's why I created my YouTube channel, to be like that, because there's so many artists out there and I love them and I'll always watch them, but I wish they showed actually more time of them painting or drawing than they actually end up doing. Yeah, so that's why I make it the way I did. The formula I have. So I don't know if that gets boring to you guys. I mean, you tell me. Like but like, I don't know. Again, it's like, I don't know. Anyways, so, but I feel like I'm being a little bit more intuitive too with my like days, and I think that's helping a lot too. I didn't do that this morning, and I wish I did, because like I like where my my voiceover went this time around. Sometimes it doesn't go too good. But like this morning I was really feeling it. I was like, I should do it now, but then I was like, no, you need to do your painting, because like, what if it gets sunny? Because at my desk, if it gets too sunny, the house that is like light color burns my eyeballs, because the sun is blasting off of it and then it's going right in my eyes. And it's great when it's not doing that, because I love natural light. But like at a certain point, today though it's cloudy, so I can keep painting. So I'm most likely going to go back out and paint. And it's, I don't know, almost 3 maybe. Also, I kind of like, I don't know, I kind of want to adopt Einstein's, his like a routine. Like he wakes up, I think it's from like 9 to 10 he'd read the newspaper, and I want to start just like reading more in the morning, or just like not going on YouTube or watching like educational stuff. I actually have been watching a lot of educational stuff. Like I'm going way off topic now, but I was watching something, this guy or this woman, where did she go? Oh, she went to Kyrgyzstan, and then which was really interesting. And I love looking at the like geography, like the land, like it's so different than where I live, and like seeing the different types of food and just their cultures. And then another man, he went to Nigeria, and it was very interesting too to like see their streets and how they live their life as well. And then I was watching something on a woman who is married to a man, and I pronounce Maasai. He's a Maasai man, and so she lives out. She makes her own homes, and so I just find it so interesting and beautiful to see other cultures. Anyways, I'm going way off topics. So I wanted to adopt like Einstein's like routine where he like reads like from like 9 to 10, then he works, and then he takes like a nap from like 1 to 2 or something like that, then like eats lunch, and he eats breakfast too, like 2 fried eggs or something. He loved fried eggs. And then go back to work, and then eat dinner, and then I think he worked more. But at that point at night time, once it hits 5 o'clock, you bet your I don't know, bet whatever that I am making dinner and sitting down watching a show with my fiance, and then I will go to bed. But like going to bed means like reading and like eating sweet snacks and then going to bed. Anyways, the video is almost over. I think the painting did good. I think I like it. I think the voiceover went well. I think so, if I might say so myself. Anyways, I hope you're all doing well, and I, hope you're all safe out there in the world, and you're doing all good things and are happy, and yeah. Well, there's still like 46. I thought for some reason, I thought, never mind. Anyways, I'm going to leave you all with a minute of silence, I'd say. I'm done talking. I'm going to drink my tea and go and paint. Woo! Okay. All right. Well, okay. How did I just forget my thing? Anyways, don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the bell if you want to be notified. And if all goes well, Wednesdays will be upload days. Wednesday's chat is full of oil. Okay, bye. Love you guys. Bye.